me hear you say. Let 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 me hear you say. As I double down on this staircase, I'ma protect what's mine like a home base. In that case, I'm the little engine that could, waiting on 53rd Street, cause urban legends are good, and that's the big scoop. Nothing fabricated. If you're gonna get Marty, then freeze frame the visual data. Running into cool jerks like Frankie G, you will face the music more than Sewer King, cause timing is everything. Hogan with the stopwatch for a fight. It's not a secret when Gerald when he rides a bike. I'm the bold kid that you want to avoid. I make them say the whole thing, Rhonda Wellington Lloyd, cause I was born to be a geek with a glass of nut. Stay clear of Wittenberg, Tucker out in the spot. So, and you'll be fine. The bullies in due time can catch a dangerous lumber from all of these Mickey K lines. Let me hear you say. 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 I'm a product of my environment. From Jolly Ollie to the Pigeon Man. Pin game special coming straight out of Wanky Land. Better call Simmons for my true crown. I've been on my Robbie Fisher the way I be making moves now. I handle beef like I'm Marty Green, so Susan can keep the money by any means. Yeah, she worked for it, her role don't need an Oscar. If you read too deep, you an imposter like Madam Blanche. By any chance you encounter any laughing lady, I can see how the headless cabbie would be going crazy. Yahoo, so the proof's in the lemon pudding, but turning down $1 million is kinda off-putting. It's just business, Torvo, when you do the math, I see more stuff and Pasquinate with a cheating path. Word to Gertrude, call me agent number 9, I keep my wins simple like father at Christmas time. Let me hear you say. 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 Let me hear you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs and nerds of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It is I, navymontel, your frosty bearded Blerdicorn here. Let me make sure I got it right this time. Hopefully you guys are taking care of yourselves. Do what I tell you to always do, because I assure you it is the best way to find out what's up with me. Hopefully you're watching these, covering this, staying as far away as you need to, or as close as you need to, depending on who it is. Look out for yourselves, your loved ones, and each other. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I know it's late, but I got the day off tomorrow, and you get kind of burnt out on YouTube. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pop up in here and see what's going on, and I'm going to do a little practicing. but I wanted to come in and chit chat for a little bit, not too long. I know some people got to get up, but I know this is a late. I'm going to make the announcement. I am getting back into my streaming schedule. The plan is to stream on Sundays because Sunday is my natural day off unless I am at a convention, at an event, a conference, what have you. So more often than not, I will stream either before being on Room Full of Blurs with Lady Mandalore. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to that. Or I might do it afterwards. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for Room Full of Blurs and Blur's Eye View and Pink Riot Podcast. Love all of my black creatives. And let me tell you, it's been a challenge as of late being a creative. I am going to be working on my next YouTube video here soon. And the crazy thing is that I'm doing this because I am getting into the mindset of doing more on my streams. Do more creatively, whether it's, and I started doing this here lately. I actually started streaming while doing more lives on TikTok as well as Instagram. So I'm trying to do more in that creative sphere because I have been suffering from creative procrastination. That is a huge pill to swallow because I kept wondering, why am I so apprehensive about creating content? At one point, I'm making a video every week just about, or I'm sitting down with my book of creation, my sloth book here. You guys see this? If you've been on my streams, you know that I am notorious for this book here. This is where I write most of my ideas. I have two of them. I have this and I have my shield log, which is in my dining room. And I also have a moleskin notebook that I keep in my backpack. So whenever I go anywhere and I have my backpack with me, if I come up with an idea, I write it down. Excuse me. And some people are like, well, why don't you just do it on your phone? I'm an old school cat. I've always been old school. I've always believed in writing it down. Sometimes pen and paper is so way more timeless. It's more significant. It has more meaning. Because when you write it down, especially if it's in your handwriting, and if you happen to just drift away from it any given time, drift away at any given time. And if you happen to drift away from it for any reason, you can always go back and go, oh, I remember that idea. I remember that concept. And you have that recall. And sometimes seeing that is all it takes. So I keep my logs, at least two, both of them, somewhere within reach. And my moleskin book, which is in my backpack, my Yu-Gi-Oh backpack. So that way I can bounce back and forth. And Anson, hey, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for coming in tonight. I know it's late. I apologize. I know people were like, well, why are you doing it so late? Y'all, and I'm going to get back to my subject here in a second. Tonight, I'm also going to be playing some Lorcana. If you know anything about me, you know that I enjoy the Lorcana TCG. It has been so much fun to play. This game kept me from inching closer to quitting TCGs altogether. No matter what it is. I started with Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I went to Cardfight Vanguard and Spoils and a bunch of other games. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Almost made me just say, screw it. Sell everything, give it away, keep it pushing. But I've enjoyed Lorcana so much because it's brought so much joy to playing a tabletop game. But I digress. So I'm going to be playing Lorcana tonight on a secondary client called Duels.inc. I have used Lorcanito. I have used, what's the other one that I've used? I've used Lorcanito. I've used Inktable. Inktable is good if you just want to take on a bot to learn how to play and maybe perfect what you're doing. But my thing with these games is static connectivity, static connection, being able to have that fluid motion when you're playing. It's almost simulated. But I digress. Here lately, I've been dealing with creative procrastination. I'll have an idea, a video, a reel, or whatever it might be, or a TikTok video. And the idea will be here, and the next thing I know, it'll be over here. And if I don't have any of my notebooks around, more often than not, I will forget it. And I don't like that. I don't like it. It's bad enough I can't remember my dreams. Yeah, that's a lot. That's another hit thing altogether. But I never like forgetting my ideas. And I have my sloth book with me. It says, follow your dreams. Yes. I will write my ideas down here. The minute an idea comes up, the concept has been received, I will make sure I write it down. And if I don't have my sloth book, I have my other log book in my dining room, which is my shield log, because it has a Captain America shield on it. Shout outs to my friend who gave it to me for my birthday years ago, and I still have it. Or I carry around my Moleskine book in my backpack. While technology is great, I'm an old school guy. I like writing my stuff down. I like writing down my ideas, and the ideas seem to stick a little bit more when they're written down. How many of y'all out there have had an idea that you just got so excited about, and the next thing you know, you totally forgot about it? Yeah, that was me happening very often. By the way, how do I sound? Anson, if you're still there, how do I sound on here? Do I sound too low? Am I too loud? Let me know. Y'all are my sound engineers for this, so just want to make sure. And this has been going on for a while. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for being my voluntary sound engineer. Undateable. Hey, baby. What's going on, love? I just thought about you the other day, believe it or not. Hopefully you are good. You've been going through some transformation, some metamorphosis, and giving up the chef's kiss on that one. C'est magnifique. Bravo. I approve of these. It's wonderful. I think it is a wonderful thing. And I encourage anyone, if you're going to make a change for yourself, make that change. But I have genuinely been struggling with creative procrastination. I think the fear is in this landscape. Once upon a time, when I started my channel, I had a mission and a purpose. And I still do. But thank you, love. Always. You know I always got love for you, sweetheart. I'm always happy when I get a chance to see you. But I've been struggling with the current landscape. There was a time where if you made a video, you put your heart into it, you were assured that people were going to watch it. And then people started getting stuck on fame and being noticed and being viral and being seen and being heard, and you want that viral moment. I've never strived for a viral moment ever because I don't want it. If I can say something that touched someone's life, if I can do something or convey an idea or a thought that someone can connect with, I'm going to do it. Now, also lately, I've been dealing with a lot mentally, just like everyone else, and I never put that crutch on there. But I will always tell someone, take care of yourself first. If you don't feel like you are your best, if you are not at 100%, take care of yourself, please. The creative sources out here, no matter what genre it is, no matter what you create, no matter what your platform is, no matter what no matter what form it takes, it's still precious because it's your idea. It still means something, and it still matters because it came from a genuine source. Your soul, your heart, your mind, your enthusiasm, your inspiration, your motivation. And a lot of times you creating that is seen by someone else, and they may be apprehensive and maybe a little scared to take a chance, And this is the year of me taking a shot, taking chances. Y'all, when I tell y'all this has been, it's not even June, and I've already had opportunities. And y'all, some of y'all know, if you follow my journey, I was first ever special guest ever at a convention at Page, which is Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. Oh my gosh. That was such a wonderful experience, and they treated me so well. It was weird. I'm not going to lie, because I'm not used to being the center of attention. I like being acknowledged. I like being seen, and showing the respect and returning that respect. That's always been me. But to be next to this list of peers who have contributed so much to a particular believe and follow your purpose. Don't be afraid. That's true. Believe and follow your man. Let's go. Those words right there. Thank you, Anson. Believe and follow your purpose. Don't be afraid. And I'm definitely going to touch on the don't be afraid part. But being a special guest at a convention, and of course being a part and affiliated and connected to Blerdicorn, which is always an honor. And this year was huge. Everyone enjoyed themselves. We had a blast, and I was more frazzled than ever because I was all over the place. Unfortunately, there were some blurred moments because I couldn't enjoy myself because I was so afraid of not performing up to the standard that I need. So, with that being said, next year it's going to be totally different. I'm getting back into my flow as I did before. Did I get a raid from somewhere? Why do I feel like I got a raid from somewhere? Who raided me? I don't know who rated me, but I appreciate it. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? If you're in here for the first time, hello. Please acknowledge. Please say hey. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the love. I appreciate all of that, and I appreciate all of y'all. How you gonna tell me I'm unstable? How dare you? How dare you? I am not unstable. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. So let's try something here. It's telling me that I'm unstable on Shadow Dragon. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? I don't know why it is telling me that I am unstable on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, please tell me how I'm looking. But what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for popping up in here. I'm always happy when people pop up. And it may not be the best. I'm using Prism. And it lets me simulcast between between Twitch and YouTube. So, what the deuce? Sometimes being your own engineer can be garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it can be garbage. Good. Thank you for that. Again, y'all are my sound and my sound design and in the video truck. You know, you're in the production truck. You're streaming good on Twitch, no issues here. Thank you so much. How is it going, man? How you been? How you doing? So I have been apprehensive lately about the content that I create. Mind you, I'm not a negative person. I don't like beating people down. I don't like ostracizing anyone. I firmly believe that everyone has a place. Everyone has there's something that they're looking for, and you might be the one to create something that somebody's looking for, just so that they can have that type of connection and vibe and have that moment. You know what I mean? And I always want that. And I was that guy. And y'all, if you know my story, you know I've been blurred all my life. Of course, I was bullied as a kid, but I always strove to try to, as I got older, to be the best version of myself through trial and through error. And while I'm nowhere near where I want to be, I pray and thank God I'm not where I used to be. I still make mistakes, and I still get flustered, and I still worry about certain things. And in the landscape of content creation nowadays, it seems like it's more about who can do one-upsmanship on somebody instead of conveying good vibes and creating something that people will look and go, oh, wow, I like that. Let's see what else they do. Oh, check it. Let me tell my friends. Not very often will you see people refer something that they think is amazing to someone else. And I hate continuing to use the word landscape, but that's what it is. It's not a tapestry. It's a landscape. It is still undiscovered country in so many ways, on so many levels, with so many people. And everybody who is in front of a camera with a microphone in front of him, who looks just like this, in front of a camera just like this, they're looking for that one breakout moment where all their hard work and what they strove to do is achieved. Yeah, we all have that. We all have dreams and aspirations. And I've been blessed to get to this point. But if I don't, that's okay. If I don't make it, that's all right. If I don't go any further, I am happy with what I was able to achieve. So, with that being said, I also want to make an announcement to you guys. First of all, if you have seen my announcement on TikTok and on Instagram and even on Facebook, thank you to everyone who's contributed to me and to help me get to my significant event. For those of you who don't know, my daughter, my youngest baby, is graduating high school later this month. And I had funds set aside to facilitate my flight and my hotel room so I could be there for that occasion. Because I'm not missing that. I don't care what I got to do. Plane, train, rabbit, squirrel, I'm putting stuff together. I am selling things that I would normally sell. But my daughter, my kids mean everything to me. So I had a life incident or a life situation that ended up taking the money that I already saved up. So folks have been kind enough to contribute, and I'm putting that money to the side. So if you've donated to me, I thank you so much. And it is as it accumulates, as it grows, whatever I get, it's in one spot. It is untouched. It is going for that specific purpose. Just like when anyone subs to my channel and if I do, anytime someone subs to my channel, the funds that I receive through the subscriptions goes right back into it. And because of y'all, I was able to get a new camera because my other one decided to go gaga. So I thank y'all for that love and generosity. And that's why I want to get back into streaming, because if y'all are kind enough to believe in me, I'm doing a disservice if I don't return the favor. But in any case, if you have seen it and you have contributed, to everyone who has, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you want to help me get there, navymontel on Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Those are the three that I use. I don't use Zelle. I'm not a Zelle person. Sorry. 3 of them is more than enough. So going forward, I want to be back into the swing. Get back to doing my YouTube videos with the messages that I have, the ideas that are written in my books, as I should say, because I've got 2 of these things floating around my apartment, and I have a moleskin book in my backpack full of ideas, and there's some still swarming around in my head. I haven't written them down because I haven't conceptualized them and made them concrete yet. Although I do make sure that I do videos on the conventions that I go to, like Page, one's coming up. I still have to do one for PAX Unplugged. I'm going to be attending MomoCon in about 2 weeks as content creator. I've been accepted as a content creator again, which is wonderful, and I'll be representing Blur Station. So I'm going to be doing interviews for that. I'm affiliated with Blur Station, which is a blessing. I will not be doing San Diego Comic-Con this year. San Diego is not on my 2026 convention list because right now it's too expensive to make that journey. The badges, $360 for 4.5 days. My room, while I am a veteran and I can get my room at a really decent rate, it's still exorbitant. And of course the flight. So if you put all of that together, the estimate for that, just those 3 things, that is almost $1,500. Now, you add in food, local transportation, and you get to the convention, you can't buy anything because you're throwing in that would be an additional $250, $300. That's almost $2,000. That is almost $2,000 that I don't have. Y'all, have y'all ever wanted to go to an event but you couldn't because your bank account said, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? So that's been me. But no, I will not be going to San Diego this year. And I'm actually wrestling with the idea. My friends Mick Starla and Grant at Our Family Plays Games on YouTube, an amazing black board game tabletop gaming family. I love them with every fiber of my being. Nothing but good vibes and good energy. They are doing their first tabletop gaming convention in Omaha, Nebraska in July. And they invited me to be there, and I would love to go. So if by the grace of God and things work out and I'm able to, I will go and support them. But San Diego's not happening. MomoCon is, I think after San Diego, it probably will be, well, June, scratch that. June will be, I want to attend Heroes Con. Heroes Con's in North Carolina. That's not tough. Going to conventions, you have to plan. You really have to plan. Anyone here in the chat, me and the team is trying to save up for Blerdicorn next year. Y'all got to come next year. Oh, next year it's going to be a BOP. Let me tell you, it's going to be amazing. We have already gotten the planning started for every aspect and every facet of the convention. It's so easy for me to get off the beaten path. This year was our 9th year. And let me tell you, the impact that this year had on first timers and people who have been supporting us is nothing short of phenomenal. Nothing short of phenomenal. Why? Because we had more people posting on social media across all platforms about their experience, whether it was videos or pictures with cosplay, with celebrities, whatever. They felt the energy that I have preached about for almost a decade. And they are the serious ambassadors. I always tell anyone, even if you can only come for one day, just come. Just come. I even encourage people to go to DreamCon for one day. Just come. Because right now, those are the two premier Blerdicentric, Afrocentric conventions of their kind. I'm just here to say I got your comic and that. Wow. Yo, we can't be throwing shots like that. I know who that is. Holy cow. She is going to come and get you. And it begins, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, man? Thank you for getting that for me. I appreciate that. But, my announcement. I have just been officially informed that I'm going to be an attending professional at DragonCon this year. I put in my application. My friend Channing Sherman, that man is a blessing to the Blur community. He reached out to me at the beginning of the year and says, hey, why don't you apply to be an attending professional? You did an amazing job moderating last year and the panels, because I did 6 panels. I moderated one, but I was on a total of 6 panels. And he said, go ahead and apply. I said, I've never done anything like this before. What am I supposed to do? He says, here, fill out this application and I will help you with the write-ups. Because in the application process, you have to submit a short and a long bio. I am not good about writing about myself. So everything that I wrote for these, I've got it on my notepads. So that way I don't have to worry about it again. And I applied. And I literally put it out of my head. I said, I didn't expect to hear back. 2 weeks ago, DragonCon in Atlanta, Labor Day weekend, the 5-day convention. Well, let's see. Wednesday is day 0. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 6-day convention in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I am. They have selected me to be a attending professional at the con. I'm going to get a badge with that designation. And sometimes I miss cons and cosplaying, but I do not miss the people and been enjoying the piece. That's okay. That is all right. I'm going to speak on that in a minute. So they're going to have me in the souvenir book with my profile and my picture and everything. Oh my goodness. I am so blown away by this. This is the year to take chances. This is a year to shoot your shot no matter what it is. If it fails, that's okay. Nothing beats a failure but a try. If you just take the opportunity to give it a shot, that right there will let me sleep. That's badass. Right? Let me tell you, I'm still taking it in. DragonCon is fire though. 24 hours and partying on the street. I got to hang out with Walter. Walter Jones is a nut. Let me tell you, that dude is a nut, but he's a sweet guy. So yes, I am going to be an attending professional at DragonCon this year. First time ever. I've been attending that con since 12. and it is 26. And in these years that I have been attending Dragon, I said I've always wanted to be a part of it, but I convinced myself that I wasn't worthy of it at some point. Only until a few years ago, I sat there and I said, YouTube is not receiving enough video. Why is that? Let me see what's going on over here, guys. YouTube is doing just fine. That is so weird. I'm monitoring myself over here as well. Anyway, taking the chance works out so well. There are chances that I took that didn't pan out. That's okay. If you're joining me here on YouTube, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for popping up in here. I know it's a bit weird and a bit unstable. I do apologize. I'm trying to make sure that everything is flowing like water. Unfortunately, sometimes it will flow like mud. And if it is, I am so sorry. But thank you for coming up in here into my chat. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for checking out my stream this late. I know it's late, and I'm sorry. Oh yes, and I do have coffee. That's another thing a friend of mine hit me up to. So there is a place that you can donate to any type of cause called Buy Me a Coffee. And I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat. If you want to donate to my channel, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, to help a brother get along a little bit better, and I don't expect people just to rush to it. Trust me, right now my main focus is getting back into my groove, getting back into my content creation, making it to my daughter's graduation. But I circle back to say this. Take a chance. Take a chance. If I didn't take a chance, I wouldn't have been a part of Blerdicorn. If I didn't take a chance, I wouldn't have been going as a content creator to PAX Unplugged. If I didn't take a chance, I wouldn't be an attending professional at DragonCon. If I didn't take a chance, I wouldn't have been a special guest at Page, a gaming convention. And even now, after that, they're still reaching out to me saying, hey, if you want to come to this convention I'll bring you in. I'll make you a guest. Wait, what? Hold on. Whoa, what? Hold on. It can be overwhelming at times, but for the most part, I'm blessed and I'm grateful because people see something in me. And all I want to do is represent my fellow Blerdicorns. Bring blurs from the dark into the light, bring them out of the basement, bring them up in there, make sure they get showered, make sure they get dressed properly with the proper graphic tee, and they look presentable. Come out here and show them where the tabletop gaming is, where the anime is, where the science fiction and fantasy is, where the RPGs are, where the cosplay is. All of that. Which fan expo? I ain't gonna lie. Those fan expos are... I feel like they're just a mill. In Philly, okay. Nobody sees anything in me. You stupid. That's a lie. You're one of the most talented people I know, bro. I've seen the things that you have made. I've seen your creativity in action. And you have done a couple of things for me, and I appreciate what you've done. Oh, I know. I had to deal with this nut every once in a while when he comes into my job. So you can't go wrong when someone goes, hey, don't you? Yes, I take Geritol almost every day. And I put Jamaican black castor oil on my beard. And I shave my head. And I wear the coolest headbands from Believe It or Not. If you're on Twitch, you're about to get a ad here in a minute. But you know what? Nah, we're going to snooze that joker. Because I don't get that much money. Oh, Anson, don't worry about that nut. He does this all the time. He's one of the sweetest dudes, but oh my gosh, he'll troll when he gets the opportunity. This has been that year. I have had some revelations. I've had to learn some lessons. I have had the opportunity to be a part of great things. And I'm grateful, and all I want to do is pay it forward. If anyone has, if I'm in a position to bring someone in and give them that opportunity, or just conduit them to that opportunity to do something, I want to do it. Especially if they're so talented that they're not being recognized. I am blessed in the point where there are people who I considered I was a fan of their work and everything, and I know them as mutuals and as friends and even as family. 23% of that is pretty. That's pretty accurate. I'm not sure what the metrics are on that. 23%. Oh my. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. But I guess we'll have to figure it out. I want to do a panel at Blerdicorn and DreamCon. Only thing you can do is apply. Wait for the applications to open up and apply. I know a lot of people are getting ready for DreamCon this year. I will eventually attend I will eventually attend DreamCon because I've heard so many good things about it. Only thing you can do is apply, wait for the application. As I was saying, sorry, I was checking my YouTube. The only thing you can do is apply. Just apply as soon as the application becomes available. That is the best thing you can do. And when you apply, if you're applying for a specific type of panel, and this goes for any convention, have your write-up already ready. If you know what your panel is about, the topic, the subject, even the title, if you know all of that in advance, write it down, put it to the side, and be ready. Because the minute you want to apply, all you want to do is fill in everything, cut and paste it if you need to because you've already got it ready, and submit it. The worst that can happen is you don't get considered. The best thing that can happen is that not only do you get considered, but they bring you in and say, hey, we'd like to offer you a slot at XYZ QRS for your panel of ABC. Do you accept it or no? And then the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the love. I'm getting back into streaming more often. I'm going to be doing it on Sundays because I was going to try and do it on Fridays. But Friday is the one day that I can actually get back into the swing and take a chance on things. I want to get into a couple of games of Lorcana. Have y'all ever heard of Lorcana? Lorcana is a Disney TCG, and I know a lot of people get turned like, oh, it's Disney. And look, as someone who works in an LGS, which is a local game store, and we specialize in tabletop gaming, board games, card games, RPGs, and the like, I have seen so many TCGs come and go. I have seen so many TCGs start strong and then fade. I have seen so many TCGs have from a fantastic community of people who help each other out so they can play to the most toxic ass people known to man. I am talking people who are not focused on gameplay. They're focused on how much money they can make in the secondary market. Buying product, getting those cards, and just dumping everything else. The joys of tabletop gaming is stronger than ever, but there's also the dark side of it too, where TCGs are getting a bad rap because of the behavior of the undesirables and the dumbasses in specific games. Bring back Kingdom Hearts TCG. I miss that card. Yo, let me tell you, there are some, I'm not going to call them dead. I'll never call them dead. I'll say defunct. There are some defunct TCGs that deserve to come back, and I think they'd be welcome now. Kingdom Hearts is one. Bleach is another one. The Spoils. Oh my gosh. I am such a huge fan of The Spoils. I still love that game after all this time. What other TCG? I know the Harry Potter TCG was really popular for a while, and I don't know what happened to it. There is a channel that they focus and talk about defunct art TCGs. I really want to find that channel and watch it a little bit more because they talked about what was it? Neopets. They talked about oh goodness, what was that game? The Zoo. I cannot think of it to save my life. I don't know why. The Geritol isn't working like it's supposed to. But there are so many TCGs that were strong in their beginnings and then they faded for whatever reason. The landscape of TCGs to this very day, if you are not Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic the Gathering, you've got a lot to prove. Now, there are some seriously solid contenders. Lorcana is one. Riftbound is one. Digimon is still holding strong. One Piece is still carrying its own. There was Union Arena. Union Arena didn't do so great. I think they started strong, but they had one major problem. Whenever they release product for their games, each of the a particular booster sets, the problem was if you got that booster set, you could only play the cards and the deck in that particular booster. So, for instance, when they came out with Rurouni Kenshin, and then later came out with Kaiju number 8, you couldn't mix the cards. You couldn't mix Kaiju with Rurouni Kenshin. Even if it was a solid strategy, you couldn't do it. And I think that was part of his downfall. The restriction of the properties. Now, with what is there? There's another one. It's not Union Arena. It's Universes. Universes is along those lines as well. And you can mix it up because I think when they first started doing it, they came out with My Hero Academia, and then Full Metal Alchemist came out for Universes. But there are so many games out there that are just solid, that are still holding their own. And I love Lorcana because Lorcana doesn't play like any other game right now. Lorcana is a game where instead of trying to destroy your opponent, it's a race. You're trying to gain points. And if you get to 20 lore points, which is the winning condition, then you win that game. I'm thinking about picking up some Digi here and there based on Digimon. Well, Digimon at where I work, Digimon is played on Thursdays, and they played tonight. It's a really solid group of people. Community is what makes the game strong. It's what makes the game appealing, especially for new players. I don't suggest anyone get into Yu-Gi-Oh unless you are ready to get into the trenches. Let me tell you, the trenches are ruthless. I kid you not. It is. Ooh, goodness. It is a battle right now. Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Yeah, I was playing with Brock and then he moved. Well, that means you start playing with more people. This is where community is encouraged. If you are not, if you play with people and you enjoy it, believe it or not, there are other people who want to play with you. There are going to be people who want to vibe with you, make new friends, and you never know the camaraderie that you share by just simply taking a chance, which goes back to what I said. This year is the year to take a chance, take a shot, take an opportunity. It may not seem like the opportunity is meant for you. A lot of times it's just a test to see if you're willing to take a chance. And I've been willing to take chances. Some of them have been successful, some not so much. That's okay. It doesn't make me a failure. Failure only happens if you do not take that chance. Failure will only happen if you worry yourself and you hold yourself back from a chance to opportunity until it's too late, until you can no longer be a part of that. And that is something that I've always been big on. Always been big on. So, before I end up doing anything crazy and weird, I am going to jump into Lorcana. So, this is Duels.inc. If you ever want to check out how it runs, it's Duels.inc. There are different platforms for it. There is, and I say them in here, you have Lorcanito, which is actually pretty decent, but it's connected to Discord. So if you have a Discord, you can go to Lorcanito Matchmaking, and it can put you into a game. You have Inktable. Inktable is the other one where you are basically playing a bot to learn how to play. But I have a thing about static presentation. I like knowing that things are moved around. I don't want just input, boom, here's the result. Okay, I didn't see anything move. So I play Duels.inc. I discovered this some time ago, and I really enjoy it for its fluidity, and it makes you feel like you're actually playing a game of Lorcana. Now, for anyone who's in here, has anyone ever heard of Lorcana before? If you have, put a thumbs up. If you haven't, put a thumbs down. Whichever emoji that you want, because I'm curious. Um, excuse me. I know some people are apprehensive about trying new games. I have so many friends who are trying Magic for the first time, and man, let me tell you, they've got some stories for me about how they don't feel comfortable with it, and it seems like it's too much, and there's a lot going on. Excuse me. And that is all right. That is completely understood. More often than not, it can be a bit much. But I enjoy Lorcana because it's the reverse of games that are played. So in Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, the object is to knock your opponent's life points down to 0 from whatever. Whether you're playing in Yu-Gi-Oh, you're playing one-on-one, or in Magic, you're playing one-on-one, or you're playing Commander. In Lorcana, it's opposite because the object is to gain lore points. Each character in the game has the ability to generate lore points in a process called questing, which is nothing more than, if you're playing Magic, you're simply tapping that creature, that character. So I was going to do a quick game here. Now this one is going to be timed because I've never understood why you would time a game between people, but it feels like it's rushed. Okay, so I am ready. Let's see who my... Okay, so I get to go. I'm determined to go first. Alright, so I have to mulligan. In other words, I have to give up what cards I want. Let's see. Let's do... There's too many Plutos. It's too early for John Smith. And I'll keep Mickey. So I'm mulliganing those 3. Okay. So the object of the game is simple. You're putting characters on the field by putting them down as ink. Ink is the wow, I'm drawing blanks here. Ink is the resources that you use to pay for something. So I'm going to put Pete into the inkwell. He's right there. Now I have 1, so I can bring out a character that's a cost 1 or less. So I'm going to play, I'm going to pay Diablo, and I'm going to end my turn. All characters have what is known as summoning sickness. You cannot do anything with them until they are dry, so to speak. I like the static fluidity with this game. I actually feel like I'm watching someone play, or I'm playing the game itself. So now it's my turn. I just drew. Don't have any 2s. So I'm going to, you know what, let's ink Pete. And remember I told you about questing? Questing is now I get to quest with my Diablo to gain 1 lore point. Right there in the lower left-hand corner, right next to it. And then I end my turn. All characters have that ability. The lore that they can generate is on the card. So he inked. He's playing Azurite Sea, which means he is going to put another card in his inkwell, possibly. Yep, he is. It's going to be one of those games. Let's see. Ooh, I do not want to put him in just yet. But I'm going to take a chance. Let's go ahead and ink Lexington. And I'm going to set some up here. Let's put Pete into play. Pete basically shuts them down for a turn. They can't do anything. Now I'm going to quest with Diablo. So I'm at 2 lore, and I'm going to end my turn. So while I'm doing this, if you guys have any questions about the game, please feel free. Oh yeah, you got to go. At the end of your at the end of the turn, if you played a princess character this turn, You may put a card from your hand into. So each color has a specific ability. Um. Ooh. Ooh. For now, let's put. Let's ink Fazu. So let's ink him. And I'm going to play this Mickey. I should have put him, but I screwed up, so it's all good. So I'm going to quest, and she will not try to swing on me. So I'm going to quest with Pete, and I'm going to end my turn. This game is a race. At the end of the day, you're trying to get to 20 lore points before your opponent does. Clarabelle, of course. And then he pulls out Prince Philip. That's cool. So I'm going to ink you, buddy. And I'm going to play Pluto. I can't quest. See, I can't challenge anyone because no one is. So I'm going to quest with him, and he's a 3/2, so he could take out Pete, and he wouldn't take any. He would take me out. So I'm going to end. This deck that I have and I'm playing is a deck that I built. It's a combination of when you play this character, you may. Oh my gosh, I forgot that they did that. Oh no, you didn't. When you play this character, banish all opposing damage. Oh, you bastard! Oh, I hope your mama has hemorrhoids. What the hell? Are you serious right now? Okay, so I'm about to ink her because she does me no good. But I'm about to get back at your ass. I'm going to play. And I'm going to end. I'm about to get him. That is so foul. And now he gets the quest for all of that. That's okay. That's cool. That is cool. Freaking John Smith. You're useless to me. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, ooh. Hold the phone. So let's go ahead and do sound the call. Who do I want to put in? Let's do, you know what? Let's do John Smith. Confirm. I'm going to put him in exerted. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to ink. And I'm going to pass my turn. I'm going to draw. Oh, that's what I needed. So, you bastard. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You know what? It's cool. It is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and ink you. I'm going to play you. And I'm going to play you. And I'm going to end. See, unfortunately, I'm going to draw. See, unfortunately, he got up on me because he had Prince Philip out there. And that Prince Philip is a problem. This is actually a really good platform if you really want to learn how to play and you're willing to take a chance on. But there are different formats too. You can use the constructed decks that are already made. You can create your own through another site, and I'm really getting sick of yo bitch ass. I'm really getting sick of him. Good. I'm glad she fizzled. No one likes her. Alright, so I'm going to ink her. I'm going to play. I'm going to play. One, two, three, four. Not enough, but I can do this because I'm getting really sick of him. Oh, he's evasive. Son of a gun. I got no choice. Why couldn't I get my board? I literally have board wipes here. I'm going to lose this. I literally have board wipes in here, and I have not drawn into any of them. That is the downside of, don't you dare draw into, man, come on, bro, come on. Emerald Sapphire, and he's going to win. I didn't draw a single freaking board wipe. Not a single one. That's the downside to playing games with an algorithm. It's too early for you. Throw you out there. John, it's too early for you, John. Where was the Thunderbolt when I needed it? So mulligan 3. Alright. Angela will be my ink. And I will pass. I don't have anything one cost. Okay, so I'm going to ink you. And I'm going to play you. And I'm going to pass. I'm trying to get at least establish a field before he does. This is ridiculous. Okay, so he looks at the top 5, puts a card in his hand, and puts the rest on the bottom. Each color in the game has a strong power base. Sapphire, which is blue, has the ability to ramp, which means to add to the inkwell faster than normal. Not a fan of it. It's 3. So I'm gonna take Mickey. I'm gonna play him. And I'm going to move him here. And I think I'm going to quest with him. Oh, I can't. I just brought him out there. Now, someone would say, well, why am I playing something so weak? Because his ability is when he banishes someone else, he can bring out somebody stronger. And that's my goal. I want to bring out someone stronger. Oh, John. John. It's too early for Broadway, so we'll ink him. I got those. I'm going to save those for later. I'm going to play. Okay. So I'm going to quest. Put myself on the board. I'm going to end it. I'm going to punch you in the nuts. Whoa, what the deuce? What is with you two? Undateable needs a headiostomy to make her head smaller. I'm going to punch you in the... What is... You know what, YouTube? Go to your room. Go to your room. Okay. I want to put that in play, but you know what? No. I'm going to play. And I'm going to end my turn right now. I'll draw. That Donald is a problem because he gets to draw as well as me. It doesn't do me any good to do anything else. But as I was saying before, you guys, take a chance, especially if it's something that you want to do. Take a chance. The worst that can happen is you can't take a chance. And that's cool. Sometimes taking a chance is worth it. So we'll ink Diablo and Lexington. Okay, so that's 5. So I'm going to go ahead and play Freeman Exerted and doggone it. But that's okay. I have that one right there, so I'm going to end it for now. I'll draw. Okay. I'm getting the board wipe that I need. But I will always encourage y'all to take a chance. Take an opportunity to take a chance. Damn it. Oh my gosh. I'm about to kick you in your balls. Oh, yo mama. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm going to make it a problem. Who is the bigger problem? You. Go away. Sick of you. End it. I'm not taking your Donald away because you're going to help me draw there, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Homie is genuinely making me work for this. Doggone it. Alright. I need to set up a foundation. So 2, 1. She's a 5. He's a 6. They may both go after him. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and we'll ink him. I'm gonna play, play, play. And I'm going to end it. If y'all are joining me, thank you so much for popping up in here. All that brain you. Yo, what is with you two tonight? Seriously. What is going on here? Look, stop that. Doggone it. How can we not have nice things? Alright, now I'm waiting for him to figure out what he wants to do. This is normal for us. Man, you two, y'all are on another level. Okay? Okay, what are you going to do there, buddy? You're actually up on lore for me. Damn it! Oh, you bastard. Golly, he played Under the Sea. And that puts it right back into my deck. God bless it. Alright. I'm going to draw because, okay, so both of them are going to get played, but he's not, he's, oh, come on. He has pulled all of his freaking board wipes before me. Are you serious right now? Bro, this is freaking insane, man. This is what happens when people can't play. They will simply just ash it. Oh, and he's thrown Buzz Lightyear in here? Okay. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to play, play, play. How about this? Go ahead and use whatever else you got in your hand, you jerk. Go ahead. Homie's not even trying. He's just, here we go. Trying to freaking survive here. You know what? Done. Done. I can't. I can't. I can't. I really can't. This is nuts. That's the downside to games like this. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain because there have been games where I have come out on top as well. And that's cool. But I also understand too that you're dealing with an algorithm that's still supposed to be random, but it's still he drew every single board wipe possible, everything. Pluto's got to go. Let's see what I can do for Mulligan that. Okay, better. I feel like I'm playing people from Europe. European players are way dirtier because they feel like they have something to prove. Hmm. Thank you. You play this item, draw a card. Chosen character gains alert. Okay. So I'm going to ink you, and I'm going to play. I'll play you. Um, it's too early for Fazu. Alright, so let's ink. Oh, this item. So let's ink Lexington. I've already inked, apparently. And I end. There we go. Hey, Poe, what's going on? Hey, Lester, what's up? How you doing? Thank y'all for popping up in here. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm doing a last minute, late night, kicking me in the pants sort of thing here. Sorry, I'm having to go back and forth here, but I get so embroiled in these games, I can't help myself. Um, so let us ink. Let's ink Diablo. And then I will throw Castle Weavern out there. And I will move the fact that he's got Lexington. See, now that's going to be crazy when I pull out mine. So what's going on, everyone? Hopefully you guys are well. If you're popping in on here, thank you. Thank you for checking me out tonight. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the love. If you want to contribute, I have buy me a coffee in the chat. Matter of fact, I'll put it in there again. If y'all wanna support the channel, by all means, all support is greatly appreciated. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Pete for now. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll do Pete for now. And I will play. Actually, yeah. Then Cybo. And I'm going to quest with him. And I'm going to end. First lore of the game. Tinkerbell for... Oh! I feel like he's playing... Oh my gosh. Okay. He's playing a similar strategy. Okay. Dang, I can't ink that. That's cool. So I'll ink the other Lexington. And I'll play Fazoo. Let's see. Fazoo. See. Hudson will challenge. And then Lexington will challenge. And I gain the lore off of that. Because of that. And I pass. Ah, crap. I could have just played him. No, I could. Yes, I could have. Son of a gun. Oh, you ain't crap. Oh, you suck. Oh, my goodness. And he played Doc. I can't. I've been sending people your way, and they are new to cosplay and want to get into it. I said, follow Navy. He's like the Godfather Master. I appreciate it. I'm just a regular cat. There's nothing fascinating about me there, friend. But I appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to just play that. Exert it. And I'm going to quest. In the turn. I appreciate it, Poe. I really do. I want people to feel comfortable getting into their fandoms. At the end of your turn, if this character has already may draw cards equal to... Really? Really? Here we go again. You know what? We're going to play that. And I'm going to challenge. And I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I take out... I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. I deserve to lose. I deserve to lose. I misplayed that. Golly, man. Man, resource management is one of my worst. Waiting for me for what? I ain't got nothing. What we waiting for? What in the world? Bro, what? You see his hand? Oh my gosh. No. 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 Freaking crap. No. Dude, his hand was it was ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm glad we can't chat because man, I would be screaming right now. So I play P and I'm pass. Y'all, this is you. What is it with you two tonight? Stop it. Oh, now you decide to come out. Now you decide. Good grief. And I got no way of getting you out right now, man. Come on, bro. I got no choice, so I gotta play him. Resolve. For now, I will. She's a 3, she's a 4. I'll remove 4. Alright, so I'm gonna quest and end. Sean, hey Vegas, what's going on, sweetheart? How are you? Good grief. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank y'all for popping up here. I know it's late for some of y'all. Alright, I get to draw for that. That's why I'm not too worried about losing Diablo. Okay, who do I want to ink here? I'm going to ink Angela. And I'm going to put Pete on the floor. And I'm going to challenge. Goodbye. Mr. Smee, during your turn, this character gains evasive. Alright, well then I need to end my turn. I'm trying to at least set up a decent board. I don't trust many men with my girlfriends, but I know I appreciate that. I Lord knows I try. I really, really do. There are people right now who just don't like men, and unfortunately I'm classified in that, and I'm fallible and I will make mistakes. But the last thing I ever want to do is see anyone worth their salt hurt. So we're going to ink that. So you know what? We're going to play you. And I'm going to quest. And I'm going to end. I'm happy and getting ready for all of these cosplays. Man, come on. I have like 6 and it's only a 3-day event. Wait, what event is this? What event is this that's got you all geeked up for this? I don't have anybody forecast. I inked that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'll ink Madam Mim for now. I will play Diablo. And I will play. And we're going to challenge. Ooh. That is total. Well, it would. Yeah, it's total suicide. But you know what? I'd rather him have none. Alright, and end. It's going pretty well. Everybody is kind of taking a break at the moment because we've got life things going on. But it's going really well. We submitted for the Project Blacklight and we're waiting to hear back from that result. Really excited to hear how that's going to go. And we are just geeked at the fact that we're being considered. My friend Nay created something amazing, and it's something I definitely stand behind and believe in. And I just want it to be the very best. And we're going to quest with that one. And I'm going to end turn. MomoCon. You should come to Momo. Momo, I'm going to be at Momo. You happen to have that in your hand. You happen to have that. Oh my gosh. You know what? Guess what? Turnabout is fair play. Asshole. I should have quested. No, because he's got Pete out there. I would have. Ugh. Golly. He gets his board wipes before I do. You know what? Let's quest, and then we'll play. And I'm gonna end because there's not much else I can do. Every time he gets that scar out, and he's going to go through it. Yeah, he's going to get what he needs in his deck. Oh, boy. What's this one? Your characters gain support. Oh. Shows a character with 10 or more gets +3 lore this turn. This is ridiculous, man. Man, as a man, I'm like my female friends, especially my blur friends. I'm from Atlanta. So I know how there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. Oh my gosh. What the... Bro. He's a 4. There's no freaking way, man. No freaking way. He's got answers in his hand. He's got answers in his hand. There ain't nothing I can do. He's up 7. I'm up 5. Oh my gosh. His deck is not that great. And I'm still getting slaughtered. Unbelievable, bro. Oh, boy. Ain't nothing I can do. Play. Ain't jack I can do. Golly. You sound like me playing Street Fighter a few hours ago. The algorithm really just... It's... Are you kidding me? You know what? I don't normally say this. I wish I could say just fuck your feelings, bro. Seriously. Just fuck your feelings. And they minimize what you can say because they already know. One, two, three, four, five, six. Even if I do, what can I do? He's got 7 cards in his hand. There is nothing I can do. I'm going to ink Madam Mim. I'm going to play Exert It. And I'm going to play. I wish I could just knock your dumb ass out. I really, really do. And end. There's nothing I can really do. Not only did he ramp faster than me, that's not very cash money of you. You know what? I don't even care. I realize that the algorithm will benefit certain players. And I see that. Yes, I know he's going to win. Go ahead. What's the point? What is the? He's at 18. I'm at 5. This is why I like playing in real life. I want to sit there and send a message. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Lux Wolf. So you must be from. Okay. So on that note, I am going to just back out of this because all it's doing is making me angry. That's all it's doing is making me angry. Unfortunately, technology has made it so that we're expecting it to be conducive to normal thinking, and we can't. But that's why I like playing things in real life, because having the cards in front of you, having your opponent in front of you, breathe, getting frustrated is quicksand in a strategy game. I know. But see, that's why I don't like playing these games online most of the time. I only do this once in a while. These clients are fallible. They are really fallible, and there's a strategy to it. I realize the majority of people who play at this hour are from Europe, and Europeans, especially over there, they are, oh my gosh, you're talking about competitive as all get out. And the game is only great when you're winning. I'm not even so much worried about winning. I'd like a chance. The same vibe that I'm getting is the same I was getting from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where nowadays, if you play, get ready to bring a book, bring dinner, fold your laundry, call someone on the phone, text message, watch YouTube videos, because they're still going to be trying to set up their field. In Lorcana, unless you've got the cards set up a specific way, that's not going to happen till later in the game. But there's nothing I can do. I still enjoy the game, which is why I'm not a competitive player. I am a casual guy. I enjoy the game because it's... Oh no. My watch came off. Oh my goodness. I enjoy casual gaming. That's why I am a board gamer. I enjoy board games. Board games are fun because even if I lose, it's not where it's detrimental or I've got pride on the line. Trust me when I say, Poe, it does not bother me so much if I lose in a live setting. And a lot of it is psychology. But I digress. I wanted to pop on in here and say hi to everyone and tell you thank you so much for contributing. Thank you so much for liking. Don't forget to like this live on my YouTube because it goes a long way. If you haven't subbed, please sub on my YouTube. Again, that goes a long way. Yeah, that's most games nowadays, and everything is a sweat fest. It is. It really is. Which is probably why I'm a casual player. I'm not built for competitive because there are some people whose personalities change when they're sitting at a table and they have an opponent. Now they're out for blood. Why? You're literally becoming an asshole just so that you can get an exclusive card that you're going to sell and then do it all over again. The latest set, there is a pre-release for the new set coming out, Wilds Unknown. I am excited about it because the Madrigals from Encanto are going to get some improvements. They're doing more for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They're releasing cards for The Incredibles, for Toy Story, for Brave, and so much more. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm really more excited because my folks who have been playing in the Lorcana League that my store has built enjoy the game, and I've got so much planned for them. I always want people to. I always want to show someone the appreciation of when they come out and they take the time. That's why I stopped playing it. I play casual Yu-Gi-Oh! I have my Gravekeepers. I've got my Battling Boxers. I have my Flower Guardians. I have my Harpies. My Noble Knights. I have my Genzo Gadgets. I have Chronomaly. I have Gimmick Puppets. I have decks that are fun to play. And even if I get my butt kicked, guess what? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. But I didn't go into it expecting to just demolish everyone that I play. I came into it because I wanted to enjoy a casual game. Now, I don't have a problem running tournaments, and I do that now. But the competitive side, that's some psychology for you. Man, would you sleep? Leave her head alone. Oh my gosh, you two have been going at it all night. Stop it. Stop it. But my Tunes deck, my Crystal. Ooh, you got Crystal Beast? Oh, that was my jam back in the day until I sold my deck to someone who needed a deck. But yo, Crystal Beast was my man. I ran Elemental Heroes. That one was a fun deck to play. But Gravekeepers is my number one. I've been looking at the Bo Jackson Arena for real life. Yeah, that's right. Bo Jackson is doing a card game. I haven't heard much about it, but I know where I work, nobody would be interested in it because not everyone is interested in sports TCGs. So maybe it's something that can add to the tapestry of TCGs. Who knows? I know there have been games that had been established that had a solid presence. People enjoyed them. They enjoyed playing and everything, and then they just disappeared for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I've heard of the Bo Jackson Arena game. I've never seen the cards, but I have heard of the game. I wouldn't be interested in it. Anything involving sports, not so much. There have been some solid games that have come through in the past 10, 15 years that were really solid, but for some reason, I tried that mix, and it's dangerous if you don't navigate it right. That's why mine is pure Gravekeepers, and I don't need to put anything else in there either. Pure Gravekeepers is a problem. It's an absolute problem child. Oh my goodness. I've shut people down by simply playing Necro Valley. I'm like, okay, pass. Okay, I'm going to send this to my graveyard. I'm going to special summon it from the grave. You can't. Necro Valley. You can't touch your graveyard. I scoop. Okay, round 2. Game 2. Do it again. Alright, I'm going to get rid of it. You can't get rid of it because this card protects it. This card protects that. It's like a marauding captain lock. One protects the other. Man, this is cheap. This is trash. No, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Bottom line. This is what it's all about. But yeah, that'll remove from play if you can. But most people don't run remove from plays anymore. They're so busy trying to set up an unbreakable board and then pass it to the opponent, and they're expecting to see the opponent try to use bubble hands to punch against a brick wall. Yeah, that's not the game that I come to know and love. T-set and pass. Slow, strategic observations. Focusing on what you can and what's in your hand. The anticipation of what your opponent's going to play. You can't beat it. Oh, I agree with you. But the new set that just came out, Blazing Dominion, has got an archetype called Clown Crew that looks pretty promising. I never thought I would say I would like to build a new deck, but I would like to do Clown Crew. And from what I hear, there are some old school cards that will be integral in that. One of my local kids built something, and he is mad excited about it. So, yeah, Clown Crew. It's out of Blazing Dominion. I don't have any of the cards with me, unfortunately. I don't have them around me. But it looks pretty dope. Go check it out. Clown Crew out of Blazing Dominion. It's a new set that actually releases. At OTS stores, it released yesterday. But everywhere else, it releases today, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry, day before yesterday. I forgot. It's Friday morning. Let me stop. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, because y'all have been so accommodating and so wonderful. If you're here on Twitch, thank you so much. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the love. Thank you for everything that y'all have done. Hold on. I don't know why I'm at. What is going on? Oh, it's showing me all of it. Okay. I thought I'd make sure I didn't miss anything. But you guys have been phenomenal, and I cannot thank y'all enough so much for this. You'll see me again on Sunday. I don't know if it's going to be early afternoon or in the evening, but you will see me on Sunday. I know it's Mother's Day. I will be definitely make sure I wishing my mom Have a beautiful and blessed night. I'm going to study this deck. Go for it. Everyone, thank you so much. So, in the meantime and in between time, as I tell all of you beautiful, sexy people to do, please continue to do this for yourselves, your loved ones, each other, fellow gamers, whether you grab the stick or you grab the deck, whether you pull out the die or you pull out the board. Continue to stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy. For all the moms this Sunday, happy Mother's Day, happy early Mother's Day. To all the moms who have brought life and love to us, to have given us opportunities at being the best version of ourselves. You know what? Your uncle got peg leg. I ain't worried about you. Your uncle got a peg leg. And drink water because you don't want to taste like battery. Ooh. Yo, that is wild, bro. That is wild. You know what? There's so much I can say in here, but I do not want anyone to come after me. Oh my gosh. Hold the phone. That's insane. That is insane. I can't even think of anything else better to say about it. Okay, well, I'm glad I know that. Once again, stay nerdy, stay geeky, please stay sexy. Support your local Blerd creators, content creators, cosplayers, streamers, YouTubers, whatever they're doing, please support them. Support the right ones. Don't support these shitty ass people who don't see you as nothing more than an extra number on their count. Do good, be good, and drink water. Yes. Don't talk about my Uncle Leg. He got bed bugs living in it, and we can't get them out. You better get that raid. I'm telling you. Put him in that raid bath. It'll help. He'll itch for a bit, but it won't be the bed bugs. I love you guys. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I will see y'all on Sunday. I probably will not be doing Lorcana. I'm sure I'll be doing something else. I'm still playing Marvel Snap. I'm still playing Diablo. And I can play the game Trees Hate Me. Or Trees Hate Us. I was going to play that tonight, but I can't get it to do it on the right screen. But I'll figure it out. Stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy. I love you all. I love you guys. Take care, and thank you for supporting me. Bye.
Let me hear you say. 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 As I double down on this staircase, I'ma protect what's mine like a home base. In that case, I'm the little engine that could waiting on 53rd Street, cause urban legends are good and that's the big scoop. Nothing fabricated. If you're gonna get Marty, then freeze frame the visual data. Running into cool jerks like Frankie G, you will face the music more than Sewer King, cause timing is everything. Hogan with the stopwatch for a fight. It's not a secret when Gerald when he rides a bike. I'm the bold kid that you want to avoid. I make them say the whole thing, Rhonda Wellington Lloyd, cause I was born to be a geek with a glass of nut. Stay clear of Wittenberg, Tucker out in the spot. So, and you'll be fine. The bullies in due time can catch a dangerous lumber from all of these Mickey K lines. Let me hear you say. 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 I'm a product of my environment. From Jolly Ollie to the Pigeon Man, pin game special coming straight out of Wanky Land. Better call Simmons for my true crown. I've been on my Robbie Fisher the way I be making moves now. I handle beef like I'm Marty Green, so Susan can keep the money by any means. Yeah, she worked for it, her role don't need an Oscar. If you read too deep, you an imposter like Madam Blanche. By any chance you encounter any laughing lady, I can see how the headless cabbie would be going crazy. Yahoo, so the proof's in the lemon pudding, but turning down $1 million is kinda off-putting. It's just business, Torvo, when you do the math, I see more stuff and Pasquinate with a cheating path. Word to Gertrude, call me agent number 9. I keep my wins simple like father at Christmas time. Let me hear you say. 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 Let me hear you say.